Hey y'all, it's Carolsue and welcome back to my craft shop. Today I wanted to show y'all a flip through of my journal. I have got the journal done now and I want to show y'all what it's all about. Okay, I ordered Teal and Pink Romance from the Gingerbread Prince shop on Amazon. I've watched her YouTube channel and I love it. And this book is the vintage journal and all the ephemera together. Most of her books are one book for the ephemera and one book for the junk journal. And it's a complete kit to make a junk journal. Everything you need. So I used everything but 3 sheets. I wish I would have used this one now, but I didn't. I don't like these colors, the orangies with the pink, so I didn't use those. So I'll just put this up somewhere, and if I ever need it for anything, I'll have it. So that's the book that it came out of. And it makes 3 journals. It makes a folio journal, which I made and tore it apart because I was like, am I ever going to use this? No, I'm not. So I tore it apart and used the parts of it in my junk journal. And you get the little junk journal, and I used my Brad's, the no sew. Remember, I changed it to no sew on this. So I just added all the pages came with it. I didn't add any more. See my Brad's. So this is a cute one. It goes inside the junk journal. It will fit. So that's one. Like I said, it makes 4, but I'm not doing 4. And you get my notebook, which I did the no sew binding again with my Brad's. Love it. I'll probably never sew again. And I did add some sheets to this. I took some of these corner brackets that was for the portfolio and put it in here. Put a little tag. I did put a couple of my papers, I think 2 tan and 1 blue. And this one I'm just going to use for, and a sticker, use for shopping or anything that just happens. There's the center. There's my Brad's. Very secure. Very secure. This one I didn't want to embellish too much because I'm going to use it as like a writing down lists and stuff. So that's my notebook. That's number 2. And here is my junk journal. I added the lace, if you'll see my video, and the charms. All the paper pretty much came from this book right here. So I made me a dangler. Little charm dangle. Got keys, and I got the teal, and I got the heart for the key. So I went with gold because I thought the gold made it look better, even though I'm a silver person. I went with the gold, and I made these charms yesterday. I just took some old beads and I done them, and it's been a long time since I made jewelry or charms, so I give a magnifying glass out for these, but it's so cute. And I made it long enough for when you open it up, you just press it back like that and it won't be in your way. And here's the Brad's that I redid, and here's the back. And thank goodness I went ahead and did an enclosure, because this is one chunky monkey. I'm telling you, it's a biggie. And I know when you embellish, you just get more and more and more and more, and I'll probably add more. So yeah, let's get inside and see what I got going on. Let me move these out of the way. Pull my sleeves up because I got air conditioning on today. And you just untie it. I don't like making junk journals with loose binding because it's just too much trouble. So y'all remember I sewed them, I put them in when I did the cover. And like I said, you just add the cardboard to it. So yeah, Here we go, y'all. Here is my Teal and Pink Romance junk journal from the Gingerbread prints. Okay, I got a pocket here, an envelope. All my little tags that I got from this, I will say if I ever buy another journal kit from her, I will download the Ephemera, because you could download both, but that way I could put them on cardstock, because what I did is put coffee dyed paper or one of the other dyed papers on the backs of every one of my tags. So everything you're seeing is from her kit. I put the little charm on there. I added lace with my Fabri-Tac. Everything's done with Fabri-Tac. I used over half a bottle. This is for junk. You can write your little, whatever you want to write on those. This is just all glued on. This was supposed to be 2 tags, but I made 1 tag and made it a little note area. I made this a belly band. It was just a, what do you call it, bookmark, and I just made it into a belly band. And I tried to get creative with my lace to make it a little bit dark. I didn't do the stamping. I have a few stamps. This is from the book. Got another pocket. Another pocket. I put a button on that. And that's my favorite design in the whole book. That and that one. And it will go down in there, so. I don't like these pages, and I dyed, so I tried to cover all them up, but I skipped this one, so I just put that on there. I try to put something on every page from the book. And I stamped that. Here's another belly band. I think this was for the portfolio. Oh, I didn't ink that. I forgot to ink that one. Oh well, I'll go back and ink that one. I did a lot of inking on these, and they did already come inked, you know, like colored ink. Made me another little belly band. Added some buttons, and the stamp is from the book. See, I just used parts of the pages and cut them for trim for the edge of the page. From the book. Just added some lace. Just added these. This is the big part of the portfolio, and this was the outside page of it. I just cut it down and inked it and put some paper on the back of it. Oh. This was just a sheet that I had. Another large pocket from the portfolio. I used the cream lace and then the pink lace with a seal from the book. This is where I started adding charms to all my tags. Another thing from the portfolio. And that's the first signature. Here's the second signature. I just love how that turned out. I'm not good at collages because I've never really done them. So I was struggling with this about what to do. But I think adding the gold charms and the light bulb pins I wish I had a stamp that made lines for I could make like journal lines, and I'd do it on the back of the tags. So I might get that. There's another one. All this is from the book, and I just added lace besides this page. Y'all know what I mean. And there's another one where I just cut a piece of my favorite out and just put it on the page. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you like. And my grandson asked me, well, what are you going to do with that, Mama? And I said, well, it's a junk journal, but I'm not journaling in it because I think it's beautiful. It's like a picture. I want to look at it. Just pull it out and look at it. It's like a book you want to look at. So I don't know if I ever write in my junk journals. And these are 2 belly bands. I believe they went with the portfolio. I'm not sure. And I made these into tags, little journaling tags. And just put the paper on the back and inked them. Here's another page I just added the paper to. I like putting the little seals on there. I think that's just, that by itself is just perfect. Here's the center of my journal. And I just left the lace loose on this. And this is the very first lace thing I did. Then I started adding more lace. But I didn't know what to do with her because it's all Victorian women and stuff, and then you have the child. So I put the child in the center. And here's a big pocket. I just put a piece of paper in it. This, I made a collage of a frame, and I cut the frame out and put one of the pictures in it. Here I just added some lace and some stamp and a seal. Another just sheet of paper. Another little seal. This was a page that I didn't use. There was actually four pages I didn't use. So I took this page. It had the dark colors like the center of my journal. Like that, all them colors. I didn't like that, so I didn't use none of the tags. I just turned them over and cut the page and made holders for them. I made this one with a long dangle, long charm. Just part of the page and it's in a sticker. This went in the portfolio. I took it out. I ripped it apart after I got done. So I made this one. I wish I would have had, excuse me, colored some cardstock. That way this wouldn't be so flimsy, but it's fine. Now we're on our third signature and the last signature. And here I experimented with some, trying to collage some the clusters or whatever you call it. Here I just glued these on, made me a little spot there. Took this out of the portfolio. This was either the middle page or the last page of portfolio. I cut it down where it fit, stamped it on top. Put another page there. I love how this turned out, so I hope y'all do. Tell me if you like any of this, which one did you like? Did I do a good job? And here's the rest of the page. I think I made two pockets and a side page. And this is the last outside piece of the folio. And I made me a little side pocket with that. I might get a pull tab, make me a pull tab on that. And this went inside the portfolio again. See, these are the colors. I don't like this in as much because it's modern. Everything else is Victorian or the 40s. So I just turned it over. It's your journal. You could do anything you want to with it. Same here. I didn't like it. I wish I would have thought about it. I would have put this on that side, and this had the paper like you seen back here, like that. That's what's on this side, and I would have just put it on there because I don't like that, and I threw the other one away. It's too modern. And I made me a little notebook here. Just a little thing. I don't think these were supposed to be used as pockets, but I made them pockets. So you can change anything you want. Just added a sticker to that. Here this is like one of my first ones too. I thought I was getting a little creative with this one. So I took the pages and cut them out and put them on there in zigzag. Made a little tab out of this, and this is just glued on. So I took an oat sticker thing from Temu, stapled the pages in, put a part of the page from the book in it, and a seal, and made a little 4-page notebook. And that's just what it looked like on the inside. So I thought that was pretty cute. I missed this page. And this is the last part of that one full sheet from the journal. And this, I made 3 pockets, 2 smaller ones and 1 full size. This is another little journaling spot. Cut out a 2-inch hole for the thumb plate. Added some lace and then parts of that page. I told y'all it was my favorite page. Just a sticker. This was a pocket kit that was in it. And this is just a piece of paper that I had. I just inked up and put in it. And I just fussy cutted that and just glued it on. And I did learn during this that I do not like fussy cutting. OMG. Not a fan. I love that image. It's just so pretty. And my very last thing is an envelope. It's part of the kit. And I just put an index card in it, inked it all up. And this was supposed to be 2 tabs, but I made them into 1. I didn't cut them, separate them. And I wrote, "With love, Carolsue." And I made a button for the enclosure, put a button on here. And like I said, everything is attached in this whole journal, all the journals, with Fabri-Tac glue. Even the buttons. And she is a chunky journal. So I'm so glad I did the enclosure. It holds it together, and I'm very happy with this. Like I said, you're supposed to make 4 journals. I made 3, a big old one, from this one $20 kit, and just added a few embellishments because I don't have a lot. I do more of Halloween and Christmas stuff, so I didn't have as much shabby chic. But I hope y'all like my journal. I'm in love with it. Like I said, I look at it every day because it's so pretty. It really is. I'm very, very happy with it. So please give me a thumbs up and comment down below which page you liked, or did you like any of the ideas that I shared. Anything. Yeah. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all. I can't say bye, y'all, until I show y'all. This is all that's left, so I have a lot of scraps from it. And I also have all of these, the sayings, more of the little seals and stuff. So you get, there's that, see, I didn't like that, that's why I took the page. But yeah, you get all this extra, and I didn't put it in the journal. Okay, bye y'all.